Hey there, teacher friends. I've been getting some questions about purchasing the curriculum versus the curriculum plus the workbook. So I wanted to take this opportunity to answer some of those questions and give you some background. I made this workbook for my own students because I was sick and tired of making photocopies every single week and seeing them laying on the floor. So one year I just decided I'm gonna print all my photocopies at the beginning of the year and bind them as workbooks. And so that's where this came from. So there's 137 pages worth of activities in here. And this is like my whole 6th grade curriculum. When you purchase the workbook, you get one file that you open and print one time. And then for your students, you get one file that you upload to Google Classroom and pin at the top so that anytime they need to do anything for Spanish, they only have to look for that one file and they don't have to like scroll through and like, what assignment is it? Because there's only one. So it's really just easier and it's a way of helping kids with executive functioning issues. In that respect, I think the workbook is really worth it. The honest answer is no, you don't need both, because when you purchase the teacher guide, you get all 137 of these handouts as links in a teacher document. So you don't need the workbook because you're not getting anything extra when you purchase this, but you're saving yourself time. There's some other benefits of the workbook too. You're gonna get two versions, two formats of the workbook. The first one is digital. So I took all of these paper handouts here and I added text boxes so that the students can type directly into the document and you share with them and they can do everything remotely. The other version is the printable workbook and it's formatted a little bit differently. It has lines instead of text boxes and it's spaced really nice. So if you have students with learning differences and they need to visualize things differently, it is formatted for them with lots of space for them to write as well. And personally, I still think writing is a useful tool. And with my own students, before I made this workbook, they were doing everything on the computer. And the next year when I made this workbook and I had the same students, they told me how much more they preferred doing the workbook. They preferred doing it by hand. And then at the end of the year, they were so proud of themselves to see how much they learned that they'd filled this entire thing in. So one other thing I want to make really clear is that this workbook is not meant to replace the teacher. If you buy the workbook, you really do need to buy the curriculum alongside with it because the curriculum has all the presentations and the songs and the interactive activities. The workbook has tons of practice in it and it has all the guided notes that go with those presentations. But this is not meant to be a standalone workbook where students learn independently. The workbook is really just meant to be a supplement to the curriculum. I hope that's helpful to people when you're deciding what to buy, if you should buy just the curriculum or the curriculum plus the workbook. And have a great school year, everybody. It's gonna be crazy.